Hey fellow traders, how's it going? This is Ryan with another market preview for the week of March 10th. I hope daylight savings didn't mess up your guys' mojo, but we all know that the markets could be a little off and may need some adjusting time this week, so keep that in mind. Now, before we get started, I just want to say yes, I know I am behind on my live trade videos, but don't worry, I will be compiling those. They will be coming out. I have just been spending a lot of my time working on a very special video for you guys dealing with prop firms. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll know when that comes out. I just need to record the video, so it could be as soon as tomorrow. And while you're down there, make sure you hit that like button as well. I really do appreciate it, and it helps this channel grow. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. So we have the weekly chart for the dollar index, and we've been consolidating between the monthly BISI and the monthly SIBI. Now, if we look over here, we did mention that price traded up into the weekly SIBI, and we looked for this value imbalance as a target. Last week, it got there, it wicked through it, and closed right above it at the highs. Now, we got to pay attention to whether or not it wants to reach down for the weekly BISI a little bit lower, but who knows, it could just have a little bit of retracement for now. So let's go ahead and take a look at the daily chart. Here's the daily chart. Let's zoom in. And we see that we did reach into the volume imbalance on Friday, and then we closed near the highs. Now I'm looking at this daily SIBI and this higher daily SIBI. These could be short-term targets for the dollar index to come and reach for. If we have Monday create a candle with this being a swing low, we could see the dollar index come up and reach for the higher SIBI. And then depending on whether or not it wants to reject or trade through it, we could be looking at the higher targets with this buy side right here and the buy side above this high. Or if it rejects and we go lower, there is that weekly BISI I mentioned before, and then we could even be looking at the swing low down here. And here's the weekly chart for the S&P micros, and you can see that from this swing low to this swing high, we have a symmetrical swing projection right here at a little bit above 5,300. And you can see that we created a doji candle last week. Now, with the dollar index having a potential retracement higher, we could be looking for a short-term decline, and we could be looking for some targets in the S&P as well, although there is no indication right now that it is going to go lower. But going into the daily chart and zooming into the most recent price action, we see that price did come up and sweep the highs up here, and it closed right here within the range of Thursday's candle. And looking to the left, we see relative lows. This could be a potential drawn liquidity, and if we look even further left, we have a fair value gap. We could be using these two candles as an order block. So this could be a short-term drawn liquidity lower should the dollar index look bullish. I'm not going to be convinced that we are going to head lower on the higher time frame, but I will be keeping my eye out on this daily candle, and I marked out the mean threshold of this order block. Now, should this start getting disrespected, then we can start looking at the swing low here and here. Here's a nice swing low with a fair value gap to the left of it. So this could be a nice strong liquidity if we think price is going to start being bearish. Here's a weekly chart for the Nasdaq micros, and when you're trading at all-time highs, we don't have any PDA arrays for any targeting, so we had to rely on projections. And we can see here that this red line here is going to be the 4 standard deviation for the daily projection. But if we're looking at the weekly, if we use this swing low to this most recent swing high, we see that it goes around a -2 standard deviation, which is currently where that daily -4 standard deviation is as well. But if we do the same thing as ES and we move it to the intermediate high right here, we do get a symmetrical swing just above that daily 4 standard deviation projection. So this could be a potential turning point. I'm not saying that that price is gonna go up there for sure, but these are just gonna be potential key levels that we can see a turning point on. Now going to the daily chart, you can see that I marked out this swing low because I think that this is going to be pretty significant. But taking a look at the most recent price action, similar to ES, we do have relative lows on the daily. So this could be a short-term draw on liquidity with the fair value gap to the left. And here is another order block with the mean threshold drawn out. So we could be looking for price to draw into here. Don't know if it's going to use the liquidity down here to launch price even higher, or if it starts disrespecting this order block, we could be looking at the liquidity below this swing low, and especially this swing low with fair value gap just below it, and even this weekly fair value gap as well. And should we start pushing lower, you know we're going to be looking for swing lows, and this swing low, and this swing low. But not sure exactly where price is going to go, but this could give you an idea on what to look for in the upcoming weeks. So thank you very much for watching this video. I'm going to keep this one short, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can watch out for that prop firm video. And until I see you again, good luck trading.